Ohio has rejected a Republican motion to make it harder to change the state's constitution, a move seen as a defeat for anti-abortion groups. The Republican-controlled state legislature had hoped to raise the bar for constitutional amendments to 60% instead of a simple majority referendum to place abortion rights into the Constitution. President Joe Biden called it a victory for democracy and for women voters' voices and further erode the freedom of women to make their own healthcare decisions, Mr. Biden said. When the U.S. Supreme Court procedure after 6 weeks of pregnancy came into effect in Ohio, although it is currently on hold following a legal challenge. Could abortion bans put my IVF at risk? For ways the end of Roe v. Wade has changed America. Pro-choice groups in Ohio are planning on using November's elections to reverse this, by getting the right to have an abortion enshrined into the Midwest. Called Issue 1, was rejected by a margin of 57% to 43%, with nearly all voting precincts tallied by Wednesday morning. In a statement that Issue 1 was a deceptive power grab designed to silence the voice of voters. Ohio Democratic Party chair: "The kind of state we want to see." More than 600,000 submitted early ballots on the issue, a historically high turnout for August. So was the vote on Issue 1 about protecting the Constitution, as its supporters claim, or was it really about abortion? What is Issue 1? Issue 1 was, if passed, it would have changed the threshold for approving amendments from 50% to 60%. And asking petitioners to gather signatures from 5% of eligible voters in each of Ohio's 88 counties, instead of the current forced granted voters the power to introduce citizen-led amendments. Just 19 of 71 proposed measures have passed the 50% benchmark. Issue 1 was championed by Ohio's Republican-led legislature and the state's chief election official, Republican Secretary of State. Issue 1 was about protecting the Ohio Constitution from outside moneyed interests. Constitutions are for fundamental rights, not just a controversial issue that may have 51% support. But opponents of Issue 1, a diverse and bipartisan coalition, they've seen polls in Ohio that show 59% of Ohioans support this amendment, said Kelly Copeland, looking to put it just out of reach. And at a private event in May, Mr. LaRose seemed to confirm these widely held suspicions. "I'm pro-life." Recorded by Scanner Media. "This is 100% about keeping a radical pro-abortion amendment out of our Constitution. Rights amendment which protects abortion access up until fetal viability around 24 weeks of pregnancy would be likely to win a majority. Without constitutional protection, the House will likely move forward with more anti-abortion legislation." If abortion becomes illegal in Ohio, the consequences will be felt by millions in neighboring states, including Indiana, Kentucky and West. And beyond abortion, observers say the implications of Ohio's August election could spill over into the state's election for U.S. Senator next year.